Hey everybody, I'm Funnybits and welcome back to another episode of Kona. And this is where we left off, so...
Carl deducted this was a map of the area. Were those pins pointing to places of interest?
Okay, so straight away I'm looking at the map. I haven't explored this yet, so I'm going to do that now. Let's get into this. Right, follow up on
Roswell.
a complaint.
Atamipek? Same story. Large deserts conducive to extravagant follies.
Following up on a complaint, I am afraid that the police cannot support your claim alleging the sudden appearance of a man who came from outer space. On your village's theory, festively, what happened at Roswell in New Mexico left a deep impression on you, and we would urge you to consult with a physician as soon as possible. Regarding future potential complaints, let it be known that the judicial district of Albeit, how do you pronounce it? Albeit does not believe in little green men. Regards, Pierre Vangel. Oh, I wish I'd learned French. Right. I don't know if we can. Right. Why have I got a camera out? Don't I need that? I don't need it. Okay. What do we got over here? We got some... So
Weird stuff. Kind of a crossing between a colander and a hairdryer. What was it for? To play telepath? To protect against nuclear waves?
so that they can't read your mind. That's what it's for. Do you not know this? Right. Manufacturer's manual. Suspicions. This suspension is way too many parts. Taking a puzzle apart is easy, but putting it back together is another story. I patched everything up by the tracks and left close by. Ski. Don't drink and work. Don't drink and work. Don't drink and work. I'm misplacing parts on the machine. Regine came to help me. Regine, yeah. So that name I don't come across very often, so sometimes you do, or words I don't come across very often, you don't often have to say it out loud. The machine yesterday afternoon, for the most part, he helped me chug my bottles down to the last drop. I think we tried to ski or something. Bad idea. I still haven't found that. One ski we lost in the process. That's the one that we found outside entering in the building. Somehow I managed to fit it in my inventory. Is there anything of other interest in and around here? No, just basically mess. Broken mirror. Well, in the dark. What was this? Got a hammer. Great. So I've got a hammer. Crowbar. What's this?
These scribblings were undoubtedly the mark of a tormented mind. Something wasn't right in the poor mechanic's head.
So the mechanic started to... Blueprints.
If some daring person could manage to get their hands on the missing parts, Carl was willing to bet that the craft would have taken flight.
Yes. Alright, so now we've got someone who believes in alien. Well, that we have seen evidence that something had happened, but we don't know what. We can't exactly say that it was alien, though. Okay, let's get out of here. Wow, that light, that dark to light. Okay, so this is what I see. Good night, Hamilton. I won't be your dog anymore. So yeah, we found the ski there. So what we do, we have a little search around this area.
By following the plan, Carl was led to believe that the snowmobile's parts had to be scattered about in the vicinity.
Okay, so we're going to be building a snowmobile then. I need pliers for that. I do have pliers in my truck. Right. So is that what we've... Looks like today's little mission is going to be building a snowmobile. You never know what you might find in here, despite the fact what it actually is intended for. Headlight. Okay.
Perhaps someone was expecting an important call. In any case, that person's in for a long wait. Carl already noticed that telephone services weren't provided in this area.
Whoa!
Another worrisome victim of this ice. This one seemingly petrified in action. The poor man, before being frozen solid, seemed to have been defending the entrance to his cabin. But from what?
Right, okay. I've got a note here.
The week of October 5th, thought Carl. That was this week. The plug should have been here by now.
Didn't we see at the mailbox at the start, just towards the end of the last episode, something about a spark plug, right? I'm expecting a nice spark plug around the week of October the 5th. It's already paid for. Right, and at some point we might try and find some whiskey for the old man.
The very first steps of man on the moon were made more than a year ago. The event had surely captivated the mechanic's mind for him to still keep this around.
Yeah, he was definitely into like the old pliers. Nice, right. It helps a bit more, I guess. Oh, what's this radio? Oh, yeah, turn on. It's just going to play music I don't need to listen to. Right, let's have a look in this trunk then. Nothing in there apart from old cans, rusted cans. Inspect dirty plate. Something isn't right when your bed is in the garage. Yeah, and clothing.
To all appearances, Carl concluded, the owner of the place had moved more essentials from his house inside the garage. Peculiar man indeed.
And is it... Ah, this is the... homemade flying saucer. Okay. So if I get some
The
bolts...
machine appeared to be missing something critical. Something necessary for it to take off.
I have got...
The shape of this machine, almost straight out of Star Trek, was out of the ordinary to say the least.
Star Trek. Well,
It
we
felt
are.
like this thing could fly up into space at any moment.
It is 1970s as well. Handlebars. Right, that will go on to the snowmobile then. You still tramp not to be touched. Right, okay. I'll check the man's... I'll check out this in a second. Let me go and see if I can fix up this... Where's my truck? Withdraw. Let's see. What do we need? Right. Tape. What else did we need? Bolts. I'll take those just in case. I've got pliers on me, haven't I? I can't... Well, if I have, I have. I don't know. I don't know. Gas, maybe. Filled. That's an empty gas can. So I can go back to the store and fill that up. Oh, okay. Right. I need to get warm at some point. Is that it? I think that's probably all I'm going to
Found
need.
any of the wealth contained in Lamotte's lands.
Let's go back into the garage. See what we can fix up. This. See what happens. Haha. Okay. No idea what that even... Whoa.
It was an indisputable fact that machines like this entailed a level of intellectual finesse that Carl was lacking.
Yeah. Okay. Headlamp. I'll take that. Well, there we go. What else? I meant Yep, that's it. Let's inspect. There we go. This is going to give us a rundown of what had occurred here. So this is obviously before we built it. What was he stopping from going out from, or what was he harbouring from? Oh, I guess we're going to find out. He's looking at something. Right, so this falls down. Yeah, okay. Was it the fact that he could? Oh, he couldn't get out. Was that right? He was pushing, trying to hold the door. Right. Okay, we're starting to see now exactly what causes them to freeze, because we have not seen this before. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for here. Can I go outside now? Because it hasn't ended. I can't end. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to try and find my way around. Look for something. Am I missing something? No. Oh, wait. Ah, there we go. He's put something in the bucket. Right, something in the bucket.
Something very important must have been in there for the man to take such time and effort to hide it. But Carl didn't know how to reach it.
Okay, that's a... Yes, now we're going to need to try and reach that somehow. Right. That's interesting. Whatever it was obviously important, that, like we know, it was important enough to hide it. Now, how do we get that down? So then we'll have to go outside, I guess. Is there a means of climbing? No. Right. We don't actually know how to climb. Ah, wait a minute.
Sheets of metal everywhere. Was Carl out of touch with current home improvement trends? Or perhaps this was meant to protect against residual radiation? Gamma rays?
Okay, we've managed to fix that on. We still need to find other things. Okay. So we're going to continue our search for missing parts, and then at some point maybe something... Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Ah, I don't have that with me, do I, that gas? Gas container, I could fill it up. Ah, there we go. So can I put that onto there? No, still need other things before... Oh, I can put that onto there.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
Yeah, I know. I get it, right. Even more than necessary in this time, yeah. Trying to get this done as quickly as I can. Oh, at the same time I am going to start freezing, so I'm going to put this on to here. Almost done. We're almost there. What we're missing, we need one more ski. Right, let's get into the house, warm up, and we'll continue on with our investigation. and hopefully our findings for the parts for the snowmobile, and let's try and find out what's inside that bucket. If we can get that done, that'd be great.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
Yes, sure, right. Right, well, I've managed to get across now. I found my way. I think what I can do now is... Right.
Carl had no idea how to interpret a message like that.
Okay,
On the
here we go.
surface, it seemed like he had one half too many of this puzzle. Enough to know he shouldn't take this testimony as gospel. The entire thing, being some punishment for a murder committed by Hamilton, seemed like an outlandish theory. Carl was doubtful.
Okay. I saw something in the woods on the solemn day of October 6, 1970. No man should ever see. The aliens are here. They are roaming in our woods. They will invade us from here down to sunny Mexico. They are massive. Twice as tall as a man. They are half caribou, half wolf. I'm sure the fact that I saw them means they broke their military code. They are after me. If you're reading this, it's too late. I have already been taken to the planet Elheim to be experimented upon in a lab. They are punishing me for not doing anything with when I witnessed that murder yesterday, when I saw Hamilton kill someone. Farewell. So Hamilton's killed someone. Was that the woman? Right, so that was what he was hiding all along. So I managed to build this to climb over to there. So that means I'm going to have to get inside. Pretty sharpish now. Right, let's get down here. And I'm so close to. I'm sure I'm so close to finding that other parts that I need, but right, once we warm up, we can venture out again. Right, so now secret project. So we've got that on the map now. Was that? Is that perhaps referring to the spaceship? I think possibly. So, we've got an ice cave over there, which I may have to explore at some point. And not forgetting the old man needs some whiskey. I guess that there's a cave there as well. There's two caves now on the map. Oh, there is a... To get to these points here, to Hamilton, I'm going to need that coat. It is a it's a pathway. I think I can drive as far as that pathway, and that's going to be something I'm going to do in the future. But for now, can I continue? I'm going to try and continue on and find these parts. Need to find one more ski and I'll be done.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
Okay, so after much searching around, I finally have two
A bit of gas,
skis.
a new spark plug, and a key, and this thing would run perfectly. All he needed to do now was to find all that.
Now I've got to find the bloody keys. Really? So I can start using this instead of my car. Right. Now where do I find the keys? Great. It's me thinking it was Alright, so I got the key. I didn't know it needed keys until after I put the ski on it. Right, okay, we'll carry on then. Okay, so I'm still in a bit of a dire straight situation now because I need to find these keys so I can complete the snowmobile thing. So I just keep checking this. What I'll do is there's a secret project on the map. If I can bring this up, bring it up. No, bring up the map, you fool. So I'm going to head to that secret project because that come up on the map after I just checked around. I didn't realise it before. So yeah, I'm going to try that, see if that does anything. Oh, have I got... Wait a minute. I need... I don't have. Do I not have the stakes? Equipment. There we go. Stake. Equip. So I've got a wolf here, and I don't know how many there are, but if I can throw this hopefully I can draw his attention away. Ooh, it's gonna start. Hopefully I can do this before I start to freeze as well. That's the other problem. Is he not going to go after it? Go on.
But a steak alone cannot subdue a starving stomach. An appetite comes with eating.
Right. Oh, I'm going to get all thingy now. Right. So secret project takes me towards here.
The blood and the shape of the hole in the ground left no room for doubt. Someone had been buried here. Someone whose life had been taken with blunt force. Where was the body now? Why had it been buried, only to be dug up later? Carl felt as though he was shrouded in fog.
Okay, so now, do we believe that that was the woman as well? Because I think that might link it. There's a lot of blood there. Right, so secret project then. Break fence. So lucky enough I managed to keep all the equipment I need with me. Okay, whereabout? I am not too far from it. Great. So let's go down to... don't need the camera. Let's go down here then. It seems strange that someone's managed to go to the effort of actually building this pathway. If they didn't want to return... Aha! Secret project. Right. So we're close now. Got some sort of generator here.
That large antenna in the middle of the path. Undoubtedly ideal in attempting to communicate with little green men. Was quite awkwardly placed. There had to be a lever to control it. Maybe behind it. Carl would have to figure out how to reach it.
I think I can guess because there's a pathway here, which I'd spotted, and it goes this way. Right. So now it's gotten quite interesting. Now it's picked up a little bit of an interest. So we can go that way. There's a bicycle here. Is there anything in here? Open. Can't take anything there, no. Maybe right, let's try this then. Let's try moving it. Okay, we'll go back. We need to try and do this quick. I understand why the old man was hesitant to give us away that jacket now, because he knew how much of it was going to be costly. So it was a deliberate thing to place an old man with a shotgun, and all he wanted to do was...
Electric terminals appeared to be linked together, but for what purpose? So that's where the generator key was hiding. All that was left was to use it.
Okay. Right, so we're going to figure out the best way to do this is to what? We can't touch none of these, can we? Turn the wheel. Okay, so to open it, I need... This is blue. If this is blue, then I need this one on the positive. Is that right? Right. And this one goes to...
Carl rejoiced at the unexpected source of heat, but not as much as his freezing hands.
Alright. I'm gonna go that way, I don't know. We'll try it. Well, I could just be sort of just guessing this and getting it wrong completely.
Open sesame.
Okay, so finally got to the key. Let's take the key.
At last, so big an effort for an oh so tiny piece of metal.
Let's go back to the snowmobile then. Okay, so we finally got the key. It took us a while because we didn't realise exactly where to go and where to look. I just decided, you know what? I'm going to look it up. So that's what I've done. Not going to lie. There's no point in hiding that fact because it would have taken. It took me way too long to actually do for something that you think were normally. It's been fairly like maybe it's not been straightforward, but it has. I have worked things out eventually, but for this mission, the fact that it's outside, that I'm searching for items, had taken me way too long to do. So by the time I sort of cut this video down, I've been recording for like about 50 minutes. So just to give you some idea, normally I can just like record one episode. You're gonna get like maybe like 30 minutes long. And if it gets down to about 25, then yeah, obviously I can just save 5 minutes just because I cut out areas which otherwise would be slow and therefore not really enjoyable to watch. So therefore I've decided to, you know, for 50 minutes is way too long to be running around looking for a simple key. So yeah, that whole puzzle thing got me confused, but I finally managed to do it with a little bit of help. So yeah, I don't like to do that because I feel like I'm cheating myself. But it's not really cheating, it's just... I'm sure it's just showing a bit of initiative though, isn't it? Alright, but that's it. That's all I'm going to do for this episode. I've managed to get the snowmobile working, which is good. We found a little bit more clues. We found the garage owner was behind in the barn back there. He was frozen. He had a little note. He believed that there was aliens, which could well be, but we don't know yet. Let's figure this out as we go along anyway. We'll do that in the next episode. So hopefully you're seeing this. If you're seeing this on the Easter Sunday, then as this goes up live, happy Easter to you. I'm sure I mentioned it in one of my other videos, but yeah. Anyway, because it's the day it goes up. So yeah, that's it. That's all I've got time for on this episode. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you can join me again in the next one. Until then, bye for now. Bye bye.